Oh my god. So, I guess the first part is though, I'm recording this just because I need to fucking I hate Twitter. This is like the one time I can't stand it because I just can't express in the character limit how much like this shit blew my goddamn mind just watching it. So I'm just like, fuck it. I'm gonna record this ramble and my impressions and try and see if for the last 2 days that I think this is out, convince somebody to get it. Of course, first
Hmm.
impressions are just gonna be without spoilers. Holy shit, this is like one of the best. Me and my sister, we don't really go to theaters too much, like to watch movies. Maybe we're talking like twice a
Yeah.
year, like not a lot.
Hmm.
And I'm so mad after watching this movie, realizing that everybody else who's in that theater is watching trash. Because none of it that's out right now is anywhere near as good as this film. I've never seen a film so focused and so tight, so well paced. Music is great as well, but I couldn't even think of a single
Production value.
scene
Yeah.
that didn't need to be there. It was incredible. And the one thing that I will say, which kind of caught me off guard, but you know me, I'm not too
Hmm.
picky about the stuff. And honestly, I'll go to bat for it. Uh, it wasn't. From what Fandango was saying, it didn't seem like it was accurate. It wasn't subbed. It was actually dubbed.
It wasn't?
However,
What
that's
the?
gonna be interesting because
Okay.
we'll have two different sides here. But me and my sister, we can
Okay.
vouch for it. We had a great time, and I even like just before coming on TeamSpeak, I checked out both of the trailers, and honestly, from what I saw from the movie dubbed, they were pretty spot on. Uh, I haven't seen the full movie subbed, of course, to see if there's like a certain moment that was done better or not. But in general, even the
Okay.
songs that were done by gosh darn it, what was the guy? What was the band's name?
There were some few English songs that I saw, like a different soundtrack
Yeah,
for
but it
it that
was
I
done by
didn't
the
know
same
about.
exact guy. Who did it in Japanese? Gosh, I'm blanking out. My sister actually knows the band's name, but that was a nice touch as well. That it's the same exact vocalist who did that. But yeah, just holy shit. I've never seen a movie. It was so great to just see. First of all, it was just so great to see a 2D animated movie with this much detail in the theaters. Like I cannot stress to anybody who happens to watch this in time, if you have the time and you doubt that it's in your theater, go fucking see this, because I normally don't get these limited runs around here. That's why I didn't get hyped for Yu-Gi-Oh! Or even One Piece I didn't even see, even though of course I can watch that because I'm not caught up. But
Pretty
those
much, yeah.
never come around here. They hardly ever do in my mall. And seeing that one, I was just like, no, I have to go see this. And my God, I'm still just reeling from this entire experience. It's great. Like people should definitely go out and see it. But that's pretty much all you need to know. It's a great movie. I'm not gonna spoil anything until after this. But seriously, just go watch it. You'll have a good time. Jesus Christ, I just can't believe what I came back from. It was great. Oh my god. Unless you wanted to add anything, without spoiling it, in case anybody does watch this in time.
Um, I don't know. People that love slice of life, I guess, would love it. But at the same time, it feels more different than just any old regular slice of life kind of, anime or movie. Of course, it feels like Studio
Yeah, no,
Ghibli,
dude,
of
that
course,
was
with
the
all the
thing. Me and my
production
sister were
value.
talking about. Even watching it dubbed, it felt like we were watching an old school Ghibli movie, just with the attention to detail. Even the facial expressions felt very Ghibli. When they were like shocked or surprised, I was just like, man, that looks just like watching one of those movies with that exact expression and style was great. Um,
Especially when they like move their arms or if they have an object in their hand or
yeah,
something that
no,
has,
and the same
some type
problem with
of
every Ghibli
physics.
movie, where I'm just like every single
Add
frame in
the
background
color and
I
the
need as a poster.
gradient as well as each frame. I'm
Dude,
just
I'm
like,
like, can I
holy
hang this on my
crap,
wall? Can
how
I
much
hang that
time did that
too?
take?
Like, oh my god, it looks incredible. Like, I'm so glad I got to watch this in theaters.
Yeah, this deserves to be on in
Like, it
like
really,
in
that's what made me
theaters.
so
Like this
upset
type of
too.
production
Like,
value.
finishing that movie, I was so mad because it is one of the best experiences I've had going to a theater in a long time. Usually, if I go to see one, it's kind of like, it's okay, or that's exactly what I expected. This, like, I knew it was good. Heck, I knew it was great,
Hmm.
and I still wasn't ready. Like, oh my god, I have never. And I'm so mad because my sister had to go to work, of course, so she's not here. But we were talking about it all the way until she really had to go to start her shift. But my god, there's so much to talk about. Um, but yeah, it's oh my god, 10 out of 10, like fucking great. All the hype is completely warranted. But GG, that's what were
uh,
you gonna say something else?
no,
Oh, I was
no,
just
go
gonna say
ahead.
that. I mean, that's pretty much it for non spoilers, though. Just go do it, please.
Okay.
I want this to succeed. Like that's okay. Wait, no, I remember what I was gonna say. The part that does disappoint me is just that the fact that this is limited. Period. This should be
Hmm.
3 months in theaters, just like any other show. It absolutely deserves it, but that's the industry, man. Freaking rip. But good lord,
Yeah,
thanks
we should just be
Funimation
happy
for
to
just
have
doing it.
it
Yeah, no,
here.
thank God. Like
Yeah.
they're up to bat, being an actual company that like distributes this stuff. Good lord, I would have never had this opportunity if it wasn't for them.
Hmm.
But spoiler wise,
Yeah.
oh god, where do we even start? I don't know if we should start from the beginning.
There's one thing that really disappointed me about the
Okay,
movie.
okay,
There's one thing that really
okay.
disappointed me. The
The
ending.
ending.
The ending disappointed me.
What were you expecting it to be, or what would you have liked?
When they both met each other in those steps, I wanted them to go out and do stuff while
No,
I'm
I know.
watching it.
I get you. Not to drive you nuts.
I get that I expected a cliffhanger ending, of course, like the way it was going. I was expecting a cliffhanger, or it's gonna tease me, and it
Yeah.
did it.
No, I was expecting it too.
And I was like, damn it, I want more.
Like for me, God, it drives me nuts with it being so open ended because oh my god, that entire last section of the movie was torture. That I can't believe how many times I started
Hmm.
crying, but that last part, I was just like, please, please, just give me what I want. Please tell me that they're gonna see each other, not just pass by right at the end. It's like, no, don't do this to me. Oh my god! And they finally, right? They finally see each other, but they still don't know who they are. And I'm just like, but does this mean that they know their memories and they like share them and they actually still have them? Or does this mean that it's just pretty much starting off like they're strangers? Are they gonna be okay? Is it like gonna be a lasting thing? I don't freaking know. And it drives me nuts because I just don't I don't know where it's going after that scene. It could go bad or good.
Yeah, yeah, the whole theme is mostly like, dreaming,
Yeah.
pretty much. You know how dreams come and
Yep.
go? Those memories come and go.
Oh my god.
And that's what happened to them.
God.
And it feels surreal. Like, of course, the movie mentions that you must take, whenever this happens, you must take every bit of your time, cherishing those
Yeah.
moments that you
Oh my
have.
god.
And especially one part of the movie that made me laugh the most was when the guy uh was inside of the girl's
Yeah,
body,
I love how
and then while he was
the
trying to help
first
her,
scene in the movie is
and
him
then he
just
was
groping.
crying and then grabbing
Yeah,
his boobs.
I was like, is this really how
And his
we're gonna
sister
start this
opens the
movie?
door.
Oh my god, it just keeps coming back.
That's
It's
all
just like,
right. But you grab your boobs while you're crying.
yeah.
Though.
I like how the
This
sister's
guy.
just like, she's just used to it now. Like, yeah, whatever. Seen it before. Keep it moving. Oh my
Man,
god.
you tell the girlfriend Kappa, no, no, only just grab my boobs once. Kappa, no. Oh hell
Oh
no.
man.
You don't just do that. No.
Yeah, no, this um God, that's one thing though I will say about the dub at least is that when everybody had to laugh, they fucking laughed in that theater. We had about like I think 40 to 50 people. Those are pretty decent size,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, everybody like we fucking cried. Oh my god, it felt like everybody was sharing the exact same moment. So it's great. There wasn't a moment that felt like it was delivered poorly, but man, it's just
Mm-hmm.
the animation too. They did such a good job with it. I actually don't know. I have a. I'm kind of curious. A question about the actors in the Japanese sub. When
Mm-hmm.
Taki and Mitsuha like switch bodies, did the voice actors change their performance as well to accommodate that? Because one
Hmm.
thing I did notice about the dub that I
It
liked.
seems like it, like the way I've seen it,
Okay,
yes, they've
because one part
accommodated.
that I appreciated a lot actually was particularly whoever I feel so bad for not like looking up his name, but I'm just like so rushed to like get all my thoughts out here because oh my god, there's a lot. But the voice actor who did Taki's voice was great because whenever they switched bodies, I could distinctly tell that his voice got more hoarse and just like really polite and just sounds like he's not doing a thing wrong at all. And it's just oh my
It's
god.
like you get the feminine and the
Yeah, but it
masculine
wasn't like
tone.
annoyingly feminine where it sounded like he was he
Yeah.
didn't sound like an outright tool, but he just sounded like he was more considerate than someone who just didn't didn't really care as much. It was really nice. Um,
Yeah, the voice actors, at least on my side, the Japanese voice actors did a very good job portraying, their
yeah, no, and in
personalities
both from
very
what I've
well.
seen, I love how they both deliver very down to earth performances. They feel like real people that I could just meet someday, and
Mm-hmm.
that's God, it's great. It's not over the top. It's not overly dramatic. You don't hear somebody like how to explain. You don't hear somebody screaming like that they miss somebody because you can tell what they're acting, whichever version you see. You don't hear over the top
Mm-hmm.
screaming of like no or like just wailing or like crying so hard. Like it's conflicting emotions. It's like they cry, but it's very
Mm-hmm.
subtle. They don't understand why they feel
Yeah.
this way. Who is that person that you cared for so much? And it's great because why would you scream over something that you don't even know if it's actually there or you don't even remember?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just great, man. It makes me feel like terrible, but oh my lord.
And then I remember that part also when they both met inside of the subway car, and then I feel bad for the girl too, because you know how it is with, the 3 year
Yep.
difference. It's like rip, they can't really completely recognize each
Oh
other
my god.
at that moment.
It felt so bad.
It feels weird. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, that's the one part that I don't know, like you said it was just dreams, right, altogether. Cuz
Yeah, it was a
for me
dream.
sometimes the whole 3 years ago thing like makes me think like when did they ever meet? Like was it just a subway? Like is that the cuz that's what
That's
I
their first official
yeah, that's what I
meeting.
took away from it was that
Literally in a
yeah, that
subway.
was because it's weird how this movie also did its structure, but I do appreciate it. Is that whenever I had a question of like things that happened, it would usually have a scene a few minutes later that would explain, like how did they meet or how did they even get these memories of like how do they know who they are the first time, and it's that like you said that scene in the subway establishes why they would even have a connection in the first place to even dream about themselves or that moment but at first, it's like I didn't really know
Yep.
that. But it's just cool that they had those scenes. And again, that's one of the best parts about this movie is that I couldn't find a scene that they did not need. And honestly, for
Mm-hmm.
the runtime that it says was an hour and 45 minutes, I think it felt so much longer, but in a
Somewhere around
really
there.
good way. It didn't feel like it was rushed at all.
Uh, Honestly, the pacing was so well done that I just watched the whole thing and it felt like, wait, it's done already?
Like for me, it was just like
That's what happened with
I
me.
was thinking, like, man, they're just getting every beat that I want to see, every single one. And it's just like I thought, man, this doesn't feel like the runtime. It feels like it's doing more than it should, but it's great. And aside from the pacing too, which easily could be messed up by one important aspect, the cast. I love how it's such a small group of characters, like maybe 7 or 8 tops. And that really helps to tell a story like this because already it's a personal story between two people, but then all the side
Mm-hmm.
characters are characters that either help in the main plot or the scenario that happens, or it's just something to
Mm-hmm.
cause tension, but it's not anything that detracts from it. And it's no character that is just there for one scene and it's like, okay, bye, you're done. Like they have their
Mm-hmm.
role, but it's not clustered. It's not for no good reason, and I really appreciate that because again, I think that also helps with the pacing. Is that again, there's no scene that they don't need. It's
Pretty much.
I've never seen a film in such a long time do it like this. Like half the time, I think like, well, you don't need this, or it's like, okay, that was pointless, but God, this thing absolutely nailed it. And even then, at the start, oh my god, like people were just laughing way too much at the freaking body swap jokes. Like, holy shit! Especially with Taki, like
Mm-hmm.
oh my god, like being a waiter and like my sister was completely relating to that because she worked at Panera Bread and it's just
Dude,
like, oh my god,
I
I
was
feel.
like, where did your training go? How are you doing this? You're
Oh
how?
my god,
You need training,
for
girl.
real. Oh my god,
But somehow you didn't get fired.
should have been
I was like,
fired.
damn.
Oh man, but it was so great though. Did you have anything else that you were
Oh
like curious
gosh.
about or that?
Yeah, I have a few things. That shrine ritual where I think it was Taki that well, it wasn't exactly Taki, I believe. It was just, the other guy. I forgot his name one more
Yeah,
time.
that is one thing. I do apologize to
Uh,
anybody. I don't remember the rest of the characters' names
yeah.
aside from Taki and Mitsuha because remember
It's hard to
Japanese names when you're
remember
not.
Japanese
Yeah,
names. I just remember it's that girl, it's that boy.
yeah,
Taki is much more easier to remember for me. But but that shrine ritual that they've done where they grab the rice and some type of, they put it together and you eat
yeah.
the rice and then
I
you
had
put it
no
in
idea
some
that was the
liquid and
thing.
then you just throw it up into that bottle. I was like, what is that
Yeah, that's
ritual?
the one part where I'm just like, when it comes to the whole spiritual aspect of the movie, I was like, if this is real, I have no idea. I never knew. Um, but I mean, I guess it's a way to get the whole, aspect of the movie that is so out there to begin with. This broad
hmm
concept, and it's just, I mean, if you're gonna do it, it's fine. I had no problems with it, but yeah, it is a little bit weird because I'm just like, is this real? Do people do this?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh man,
And then he just goes and drinks the spit and rice kappa. I was like,
oh my
damn,
god.
you just did it right off the bat, going to that shrine in the mountain. Also, that was
Yeah.
beautiful
Oh my
freaking
god, the
scenery right there.
entire
Um,
the entire thing. But more so too, I have to give props to the soundtrack. Oh my god, I need to
yeah.
look that up like after this cuz man, I need that in my life. Oh, but that's
There was one
oh sorry.
specific
No,
track.
no, you're
Oh,
fine, you're fine.
sorry. There was one specific track. While they were planning, I guess while they were planning to evacuate
Yeah.
everybody, like inside of the school, it sounded like school food punishment to me. That kind of like music, with the
Yeah.
piano. Um, and I had to look up that specific track. I was like, what the heck? This doesn't feel like it completely right, but it sounds bumping to me. I was like, that's a pretty good music for planning out an
Oh my
evacuation.
god, pretty much. God. Oh, but that's another good point too. And now you're bringing up these settings is that I also like how there weren't too many places that they had to go to. You kind of get familiar with these places since they're so photorealistic. Like,
hmm
God, I don't know how much time it took to get every meticulous detail, but I felt like I was there. Like sometimes just watching the movie with those angles, and I got hyped for shiny floors in a schoolroom because it's just like too much detail.
And if you look at the art that they've done, like, art within art, as in they were drawing art, how the boy was
Mm-hmm.
drawing art on a
Yeah, that
canvas,
that
and you
looked
just look
insane
at all
too.
the detail, and you looked at the way the buildings are, and you saw lines in between, and the way he shapes the buildings, it's like, oh, Now you see how
Yeah.
they draw.
Good lord.
That's a lot of detail they've done. I
Yeah,
was like,
no, when he
holy
was
crap, that's
drawing the
how they
map
do it?
and like everything, it's just like, ooh, how many years would it take you to do this? Jeez. But yeah, the fact that there weren't too many places just helped you recognize like where they're going before they even got there or where they were heading. Um,
Hmm.
which again, in a lot of shows, or rather a lot of movies, it might have so many settings where you just don't know how a character got from here to there. But it's just, a small village in Mitsuha's part, and then an aspect of Tokyo that isn't that that's probably the one part where they could have gotten like way too sidetracked, where it's just like Tokyo's a huge ass place, but in the other
Hmm.
village, like there isn't too much to see. It's just a school and the places leading up to it, the houses, and then like the big lake where shit goes down. Which, oh my lord, I can we talk about the twist? Let's talk about that twist,
Go
man,
ahead.
because yeah, I'm surprised we didn't even get to talk about this and we were talking about all this other stuff. But good
I don't
lord,
even.
man, I wasn't ready. I thought I've never seen a romance be told like this. God, it's just so creative where it
It's
like you
it's
think, okay, the
different.
body swap trope, all right, that's
Yeah.
done for gags. It's funny. They're not used to where they are, but like they really take it to emotional levels. And then when he finally tries to find this location where she's at, God, I wasn't ready. I didn't know what I was expecting. I thought it was just gonna be completely normal, and it's just like they're both in present day, but yeah, no. That apparently what he found was just straight up the entire village destroyed by that meteor 3 years ago. Holy shit.
Hmm.
I
That was like, wait,
I
what?
wasn't ready. And I still wanted to believe. I still wanted to believe Mitsuha's still alive, right? She saw it before it dropped and
Mitsuhaya.
she's gone, right?
Hmm.
And no, then he goes through the book and it's like her name is there under the people that just went pretty much dead thanks to that whole incident. But man, oh man, I wasn't ready for that. And at first,
Yeah.
my brain took it as okay, so we're just gonna go through PTSD and he's imagining stuff that's not there, or a person that, almost has made up memories because maybe he cared, or, like you said, the whole concept of dreams, like you could make anything up. But,
Yeah.
I'm glad with where it went. I'm glad it wasn't predictable like that because, man, what I got afterwards is just ridiculous. Like, I didn't know where this movie was gonna go in the last half, and that was so great to see.
Uh, there's one thing too. Getting Mitsuha getting Taki a freaking girlfriend or a date. I was like,
Yeah. Oh
damn,
my god. And then the fact that they started
damn.
crying after like the day was going on, it's like, oh man, this feels terrible.
That sucks. Though Miss Miki's a good girl. Miki is
Yeah.
the girl
I
or the waiter.
No, she was
Uh,
great actually.
that all the
I can't
freaking
believe
guy workers over there. Yeah.
I couldn't believe how supportive she
Cracked me.
was like afterwards, and then like, just the fact that again, even apparently she's saying that she had interest. You know, well, not even a crush,
Mhm.
but I guess she had feelings for him, Taki. But even she was like a good enough character to put that aside and just help him out where he needs it because it's someone that he cares about this much. But God, that just drives me nuts. It's like they all know that it matters this much, but then he forgets, and it's like the worst. Oh my god, that was like the worst scene in the movie when they just start forgetting everything. Oh my lord. The worst one
Mhm.
though was in the crater, and they were just passing by, and I thought they were setting it up so good where they were just gonna meet again, and it's like, please, please let this happen. No, it's oh my god, it's like going back and forth between the universes, and then like in this magical hour, like they finally get to see each other. But Jesus Christ, that was hard to
Mhm.
watch. Oh man. Oh my goodness.
All
But what
right.
were you gonna say?
No, I was talking about the subtleties between Taki and Mizuha. Um, like the way they're communicating with each other, even though they can't call each other, which is like it points out that you know that there's a 3-year difference, but they do it subtly to the point that you can't see it yet, but it's there. And the only way they're able to communicate with each other is through writing on their diaries on the
Yeah, that
phone.
was something I thought about too, because one of the things that people brought up when I was looking at one of the trailers in the YouTube comments, they were saying like, why don't you
Hmm.
just call on your phone and just share your phone numbers? But it's like, no, every time he tries to call her, it can't be reached. And that's the thing too. Oh my
Pretty
god,
much.
before he even gets to that crater, he's calling her and the area like
Hmm.
the area number just can't be reached, and it's like that alone is a red flag. The fact that that area like
Pretty
code
much.
number just doesn't even work anymore. Oh my god, like now I'm just realizing all this shit. It's so
Hmm.
smart. Oh my lord. It's like any plot holes you could think of or any reasons. It's like, no, there's actually legitimate reasons. Oh my god, it's brilliant. And this
Yeah, it
is
is.
one thing I should say as well is that this is I think I mentioned it to you before. This is the first time I've seen a
Yep.
Shinkai film. My sister apparently
Oh,
she's
okay.
seen 5 centimeters per second, if I'm pronouncing that right.
Okay.
She has seen
Yep.
that, so apparently watching this really did remind her of that movie, and I would still like to watch it with her at some point.
Okay.
But when I say I wasn't ready, I literally mean I was not ready. I've never seen this director's work at all, and I know people have said that he's done similar things in the past, but there's something
Hmm.
to be said about a director that does one thing really, really well. From what I've heard, the other ones are exceptional as well. And honestly, if he's got it,
Hmm.
he better flaunt it because that's after this movie, Jesus Christ, I just want to watch all the other ones. It was so good. Like, God, it felt like torture, man. It, God, I just want them to be happy, and that's the thing. The movie earned that. It earned it through its pacing, through getting to know these characters and just seeing the struggle. It wasn't cheap. It wasn't something that they just tell you to feel. It's like, no, you just genuinely want them to work out and just be together. Like, oh my
Yeah.
god. Like that's hard in my opinion. Maybe it's just because I'm not a writer myself, but like to genuinely feel that way, that doesn't seem like something easy to do by any stretch of the imagination.
No.
Good lord. I feel like there might have been something else that I'm forgetting though. Oh, that one scene where after you said that
Hmm.
Taki drinks the sake and he has all these weird like that. Actually, that entire scene, that art style, that just went very abstract and just like all over the place. But then it also showed some of Mitsuha's like not flashback, but some of her past. It was just really messed
Yeah.
up. But then also smartly enough, after that whole scene with her, pretty much being born and her father being pretty much, I guess you could say a deadbeat, but for the reasons that, mother passed away and then
Yeah.
he's just like, screw this shrine, I'm
Hmm.
out. But I also love how after they introduce that scene, her father becomes more of a staple in the story, which is, again, just good pacing. Because like, he might have had one scene before, but I didn't really get the situation, and it's just like, okay, now I do. Like this man's way too uptight, but I can kind of get it, even though I really just don't like
He
deadbeats.
has
But
his
yeah,
reasons. Yeah.
oh man, it's God, this movie, man. I've never, like, I just want to go see it again. Like,
Same. It's still going on
oh
right
my
now.
God, like, no, I really shouldn't go tomorrow. But damn it, it's so good. Like. I wish this was a mainstay in theaters, man. I feel like more people should have just went out to see it. I again, like you said, I'm glad it's here, period. But man, oh man, it's just God. There's so much. There's so much. There's probably things I missed, for
Hmm.
sure. that I just can't wait to see on like a second running. But
Mm-hmm.
good lord, this
Yeah, little subtleties here and there. I feel like I should rewatch it too.
like same, and I don't think the Blu-ray doesn't come out till a while, which oh my god, torture. But I don't even.
At least the anime industry is building up here, like to the point that we're getting movies constantly. Like, even though I'm going off topic a little bit with this, Kizumonogatari just
Yeah,
got
no,
into
no, I heard that
theaters
too.
this weekend too, and I just realized like, oh crap, I could have watched that too, but I still need to catch up with the series before I can
Same,
watch
yeah,
it.
I couldn't do it. I especially couldn't do it.
I was like, oh, crap.
But I heard that one's great too. But this was just man, like that's the thing. I could recommend this to anybody. If you just want a good movie, if you're remotely interested into anime, even though at this point everybody's avoiding this section because of spoilers. But good lord, it's just I think it'd work for anybody unless they don't particularly like anime. But even then, like I said, the dub's fine. You don't need to watch it subbed. I really don't think you do. Normally, it's a matter of me not minding dubs, but honestly, after I checked for comparison, they're both solid. Uh, like they got some pretty good spot on imitations, or I guess not imitations, but the same take on certain moments and scenes, and even
Mhm.
very subtle ones. When they're just monologuing, it all feels very calm and just really reflective on what they've been doing, and it's just all great. Um, my sister again, she's not too picky either, but the dub was great. I can definitely vouch for that, and the sub, of course, without mention. It's it's gonna be good. It's the intended one. I know dubs are iffy, but this one I could defend any day. Um, but aside from that, trying to think of another scene that I want to talk about that just really drove me crazy. Oh my god, that's mainly all the main story beats though.
I can mention something,
If you want, yeah,
something maybe little or
yeah,
moderate, like Miki and Tsukasa. I think it was Miki and Tsukasa. Uh, like being together with Taki to help him go, like go to the place where Mitsuru
yeah.
is,
Oh my god, no, that was
like where the crater is. I was like, oh my gosh,
that was great. And then
they're
seeing her
both
freak
they're
out with
both
the little
kind of like
mascot.
dating or something while doing this.
And
Yeah.
he's just like, man, you guys literally did nothing. What are you talking about? You're not helping me at all. Oh man.
Those are some supportive friends though.
Oh
Holy
yeah.
crap.
No, that's ridiculous. Like not even, beyond those two, the fact that the other guy, again I apologize for not knowing his name, but he covered for his shift as well.
Yeah.
Just like, man, these guys are bros.
Oh yeah.
Like holy crap.
I think he was called Shinta, I believe.
I
Shinta.
believe you. I have nothing.
I have it right here. Shinta Tagagi.
Noise.
So I wouldn't remember his name at all because he hasn't gotten a lot of FaceTime
Yeah, and like maybe
actually.
two good few moments, and that's about it.
He's like, "Eh, I'll just cover for you. You good? Go ahead. I don't need no FaceTime, Cap."
Oh man. But yeah, it's just weird. Like aside from that ending, man, I could tell some people don't like that. For me, it's just like I don't dislike it, but I don't think I like it. It's just what my brain thinks about it. So I'm just like, eh. But I can't think of a scene again that didn't need to be there. That was a waste of time or character interactions that just didn't feel appropriate. And man, I felt so bad for them trying to get everybody in the village to evacuate to the school. It was just like, man, you just can't do it. These people won't they won't budge. I'd be like, shit. If I saw a bomb explode, I'd be heading to the school. Oh my god,
I
I'd be
wouldn't
like,
even.
get me out of there. But geez, that is not enough. And yet, that is one thing I do wonder. Um, Maybe I'd assume it's just because the father finally saw the meteor split into when it did happen, the second
Yeah.
time. But it's just I wonder about that scene because all you see is that Mitsuhai, goes back in the office and sees him, and she just gives him this like extremely serious face, and that's it. It cuts out,
Yeah,
and then we go back to Taki, and it's saying that, oh hey, they survived it. I'm thinking, I don't know, I'm kind of curious, like what made him change? Was it how determined she looked? Was it because he finally believed her after he saw what he saw? I kind of think the latter, but I don't know. It just makes me wonder, like, what finally turned him over, because he was really, really stubborn before that. So I
yeah,
was
he
just like, wow,
was.
he actually finally did it. Thank God. But I really thought for a second that it was almost going to be, uh, kind of like a whole time loop where no matter what you change, history is going to repeat itself. That's what I thought. The story could have went to as
Pretty
well,
much, yeah.
but it didn't. Like twice, I thought the movie was going to go a certain way, and I was wrong, and it was great.
It put us in anticipation, and we just twiddle our fingers. That's what's gonna happen
Pretty
there.
much.
Are they actually gonna evacuate or not? And the freaking meteor, you could see the meteor literally hitting the town.
I'm just like, well, now I do
It's like,
believe you better get the hell out of there. Jeez. Oh man. No, but it was great. When I finished watching the movie though, I couldn't stop crying for like 3 solid minutes. While we were still in the theater with the
oh
credits.
god,
Dude, it was just like I was so happy,
yeah.
but I was so sad, and I'm just like, but why is this only one time? Like, just seeing this, and I'm just like, fuck. It's so good.
I was like, I need more. Show the rest
No,
after,
dude, I
please.
wanted to
Damn it.
believe as well because I told my sister, wait, 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 no, after the credits there might be a scene. It's like, no, nah,
And
man.
then nope. I'm like,
Oh
ah.
man,
The one disappointing thing, there wasn't more.
for real. Like I could have watched the whole show just seeing their lives together, man. I wanted to root for them so hard after that,
Honestly, I think their personalities and their character has developed so much to the point that they could
dude.
do
It
that.
really can. Like they were
It's
great,
like they could have, they want to put up the tease and be like very emotional at the end.
man.
Be like, no,
I
why?
know,
Give me
but
more.
as a standalone though, it really does leave you thinking with that ending because man, it's
Mm-hmm.
ridiculous.
I just find it funny when they just passed each other up at the stairs though and
Oh,
just
I didn't
ignore
find that
each
funny at
other.
all.
I was like, no, I wasn't funny and like really, really
I
funny. I
was
was like,
like,
people,
why?
please, just
You
turn
already
around
missed each other on the
and look
train.
at each
Like,
other.
oh my god, no.
Yeah,
You missed each other on the bridge. You missed each other on the train. And then when you finally meet, you're gonna
yeah.
do this again. Like,
I'm
calm
like, really?
down.
You saw each
You're
other right
killing
there.
me.
Turn around.
Oh my god.
Don't
Like, I
torture
was
me.
trying so hard not to
And I
scream
was
in the
like,
theater because I was just like, dude, I was too into it.
I was laughing a tiny bit at the end. It's like, really? Really? You turn at each other at the end of the staircases? God damn it. I would have been like, girl, if I see you, you will get a hug. I don't even
For real. God.
make him freaking anxious. Please.
Like, that's pretty much the entirety of this
And of
movie, though.
course,
Like, it
yeah.
starts off so innocent, too, though, man. Like,
Grabbing boobs is innocent. Grabbing your own boobs. It kind of is the way he did
oh
it,
my god.
Kappa. It's like, ooh, boobs. Oh, I took off my clothes. Oh, I look at the.
Approve.
Oh, no.
It's like, damn.
Approve
What's this
of
sexy bod
everything.
doing here? Oh wait. No.
And then the freaking girl's like, oh, wait, I have something down there. And she just
Yeah.
grabs it. I'm like, oh. I
Oh
freaking
my
damn
god.
me too.
Oh, that was another
It's like, oh, wait, I need to go to the
oh, okay, that's
bathroom.
fine. Oh wait, wait, no, that was you.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I need to go to the bathroom. It's like, oh, crap, I need to look at my schlong. I wonder what she actually felt like when she actually saw it.
Oh
I
gosh
need
darn it. I forgot the line they had in the dub when she said it. I think she said it was too real. But GG. Oh my god. But yeah, I guess another scene too, which was important, but I don't think they hinted at it before. Um was when she did cut her hair, which I know in Japan that seems like a big like I guess in America as well. Cutting your hair, changing your hair is like a kind of a symbolism of kind of like a
Yeah.
change of mind or just like in general a different outlook, or pretty much like a new you. It's almost like a
Yep.
more extreme New Year's resolution, almost. But yeah, I was wondering
Yeah.
what happened with her, and then again, it does good pacing where it's just like you're curious for like a few minutes, and then it brings it up and it shows you all
Mhm.
these not cut scenes. I'm thinking video game. Sorry.
That's
All these
whatever.
scenes that just kind of tie into that and let you know
Mhm.
why she did that. And it's just like, man, after seeing it, I did feel bad for her after that scene in the train, and it just didn't recognize her, and it's just like, man, I'd feel terrible. Like, oh god,
Yeah. At that time frame, I don't know. I felt bad for me to as well as Taki just not recognizing her. I was like, holy crap.
for real.
She actually did go to Tokyo, and her friends were mentioning about, oh, you went to Tokyo, yesterday and all that, while Taki was taking over Mitsuha's body.
Yep,
I was like, oh, that's what happened.
God, but no, it was great. Um, I guess somewhat unrelated though. Did Becca ever say she was gonna go watch it?
Yeah, but I don't think she's gonna watch it in
Man, that's
theaters.
a shame.
Like, she didn't mention she's gonna watch it in
Yeah, because if you
theaters,
guys
yeah.
ever want to do it at some point, I'd be
Honestly,
down.
yeah.
But man,
I don't mind
I
rewatching
I
it, yeah.
definitely don't mind. It was great. But
You still need to see the the
yeah,
Japanese dub, I guess, with
yeah,
English
no, I'd be curious to see
subtitles.
that as well because it took me by surprise. I was like, wait, I thought this was subbed, but I mean, I didn't mind. But honestly, I did a great job. Where the emotional moments happened,
Yeah.
it was completely warranted, and they did a great job. I really felt it, and even just it's a combination again of the acting, the animation, the music, everything just worked together beautifully, regardless of which version. Oh my god,
Hmm.
I felt really really connected to these people that I barely knew for like an hour. Like I don't know how they do it. Like oh man, it's just such good writing. It's ridiculous.
Lots of eye candy as well. Just every single shot just makes you feel like,
For
damn,
real. It's just great designs too. Like
just
everything just
millions
looks
of
great.
hours.
Even
Yeah.
just like I said, the facial expressions and just even the little ways that they interact, like because it's not just in the performances that I did mention when they switch bodies, but it's also in their mannerisms or how they react. Because at first you wonder what they do because they just kind of allude to the fact that man, yesterday you were really weird, like you weren't like yourself at all. But it's just like, but I want to see what they're doing. Like, how bad is it? It's just oh my god, half the time you see the extremes, of course, but good lord, it just doesn't go the way it should. But
10 out of
pretty
10.
much 10 out
Would
of 10.
watch
Like at this
again.
point, we'd just be going in circles, but for real, it it was great. Honestly, if I had this is the only movie I've seen all year so far, and if I had to go see one, oh my god, this was incredible. Like I just wanna hug everybody and tell them how much I love them after watching this because oh my god, I never like I feel bad just saying like the name of the movie now because I just
Yeah.
can't forget those scenes now, and it's just like fuck, it's too
Yeah.
painful. Oh my god, no, it was
That's the sign of a good
for
movie.
real.
Just remembering it and having those feelings still stay with you after watching it. It's
Yeah,
like,
no, like
damn.
it's one of the best experiences I've had in a theater in a long time. Like I've never been more proud to just go see it in theaters because man, I'd be kicking myself if I didn't go. Oh man, it was great.
Oh my God. Thank God I woke up and just go straight to the movie theaters. When I saw it was
For
being
real.
like shown on my anime club's like page, I was like, oh wait, it's today. Oh wait, it's 50 minutes later, right from now on, and I need to get ready as fast as possible.
Yeah, no, thank God my sister actually, like I told you from last night, she could end up making it, but
Yeah.
she loved it too. Man, we were talking about it for a good
Yeah.
half hour after we finished watching the movie, but of course my phone was dying, so
Good.
I couldn't reply as much on my way home. But man, it's just
So you both watched it in the separate
no,
like
no, no. We
time, I
watched it at the same
guess?
time. We were both
Or
together.
you watched together at the same time? Okay, never
Yeah,
mind.
but
I was like kind of
no, no,
confused
no.
there.
But she had to go to a shift
Okay,
afterwards.
okay,
But yeah, no, she had a great time too. Man, I'm so glad
okay.
I I pretty much so like I paid for the tickets, of course, for both of us. But I was just like, we got to see this, and I'm glad that she enjoyed it as well. I didn't know she watched any of his previous works, which I still need to do. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's just God, it was a great time, like amazing.
Yay. Next movie, off topic. I choose you, Kappa.
Oh, you mean the Pokemon?
Freaking Pokemon.
Is it coming out in
Yep,
theaters?
it's
What
coming
the
out in
fuck?
theaters. I believe, yeah.
Wait, when
Hold on, I need to double check
is
that.
it,
Yeah, it's like in summer or
dude?
something. Didn't specify if it's in Japan exclusively or
Oh
not.
wow.
So if that's the case, I'm gonna go watch it. From what I've seen, it's a different take from the original. It's it's a different take.
Interesting.
So it feels like kind of a reboot from what I've seen.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably check it out too then.
Even though it shows, the first few parts, with Ash and Pikachu, going through that thunderstorm
Yeah.
as well. I guess it shows that. But then I saw a bit more of a trailer of the movie. I'm like, what?
Oh man.
Things are changing.
Yeah, I might check out that trailer then and see what you mean. But really quick though, I'm just gonna say that anybody
Go
who
ahead.
just happens to watch this on YouTube, because I'm gonna try and like upload this immediately. Like I'm talking just a still image with the audio in the background, because I'm just like, dude, people need to know, or the people who even have seen it need to know, because they know, but I don't think they know they know. Um, but yeah, just that's pretty much it for now. Overall, 10 out of 10. It was great. Did not regret seeing it at all. It deserves to be seen in theaters, and if you couldn't make it in time, please just go check it out any way you can, because it is absolutely worth your time. Time as my voice cracks. Oh my god, I hate this. But it's great. Like I can't recommend it enough. Like again, the reason I had to record this is just that I can't scream about it enough on Twitter, because it's just I'd be there all day. Um, but yeah, no. If anybody did like this, let me know. Actually, if anything, if you watch this on YouTube, feel free to leave a comment on your thoughts on the movie, because I would really love to know what you took from this, because there's a lot of stuff to talk about. We've been talking for almost like, oh my god, 50 minutes. What? This is ridiculous. Oh my
It's that
god. Yeah,
good.
no, but that's a testament to how good it is. But yeah, either way, we out. Later.
Laters.